that I was born in the West, whereas my parents were born in India. So growing up, they were quite concerned that I was kind of losing Indian cultural ground. And it was not by their pressure of any sort. It was by my own seeking that I came to Radha Madhav Dham, and I grew to love what Hinduism really is, and I gained a pretty substantial Indian and Hindu cultural background. Of course, that made my parents very proud, especially because it was my choice to do that.
Growing up in the United States, of course, it has impacted my life in a big way. To me, it's been really beautiful to kind of almost migrate both cultures and take the positives from both. To be more open-minded, to be more modern and forward-going as far as how the Western culture is, but also kind of maintaining the Indian religious and Indian traditions.
It was miraculous, I would say, for ourselves that we found Radha Madhav Dham, because like many parents, we wanted not just for ourselves, but for our children to have this opportunity to be able to learn at a place which was deeply rooted in Hinduism and the Hindu philosophy and just in the ways of being a Hindu. And being in the United States, one always wondered, where would we find that?
Indian parents are worried that if they go to schools where they're taught using this culturally distanced education, that will cause cultural atrophy, which means that will make the children forget about where their parents are from. That's as a parent myself, as a mother, as an educator, it's really a concern of mine.
I'm really grateful that my kids get to learn all these things at such an early age, and they can stay grounded and stay connected with this culture with the help of Radha Madhav Dham.
I was born and brought up in India, and of course I grew up going to temples and knowing about my religion, but my kids, I have 2 kids and both of them were born here. I lived in cities where we didn't even have a temple, so I was really afraid that they are going to lose that touch from their culture.
At that age, they have to imbibe it very slowly. The more they visit, the more it comes to them naturally. They absorb it naturally. You cannot force feed it into them. How else can we give them a piece of what we as parents experienced over there in India? This is the simplest and easiest way for us to share.
Since I have found out about Radha Madhav Dham, I mean, it's like they have completely changed about like how they feel about their origin being from India. They can connect themselves with the culture. They understand what Hinduism is. So I mean, I'm very relieved. It's a big worry that's off my shoulders.